Hello, this is Robert Trout. It's June 18th, 2026, and I thought what I'd do today is update you on the development of my Camponotus colonies. This is Camponotus colony number 4. I haven't really come up with a name for this colony yet, but these 3 colonies I'm going to start off showing you. I found these queens in 2020, and this happened to be the 4th queen that I found. Queen number 1 didn't make it, but these next 3 colonies were the other queens that I found in 2020. This is sort of their main chamber, founding chamber they started off in, and because of amount of brood, I added this brood chamber, and then I actually added this as a feeding chamber to begin with. And that worked out fine for a little while, but then lifting the lid and everything got to be difficult. So I added this feeding chamber. Basically got the feeding port on top and the sugar water and drinking water in the little tubes at the front. And when they started to get like they needed a little more room again last year, I added this outworld with actually an old carpenter ant nest in there. There's some reflections there, but I think you can see they've been doing quite a bit of digging in there. I'm sure they've got some chambers formed in that old carpenter nest there and having lots of fun, and they've made sort of a bivouac here away from home out of shavings, etc., and this old piece of nest that I had placed in there as well. So they're having lots of fun and taking their protein and sugar water well. Lots of activity, so I'm quite happy with the development of this colony. This is what I call the castle colony, queen number 2 that I caught in 2020. This colony is not quite as active as the other 2. I'm not exactly sure why, but they just haven't really done a whole lot these last couple of weeks. They haven't taken a lot of protein, but I do know that right now they're waiting on a whole bunch of cocoons to close there. I think you can see them. And it's been a little while waiting on these cocoons. I'm kind of anxious to see exactly what's going to emerge from them, because last year they produced some drones in the fall. I saw the drones again this spring out, little test flights off the castle there. And then over the last couple of weeks, I haven't seen them at all, and I don't know if the rest of the colony has killed them or just what the story is. But I don't know. I hope it's not a whole bunch of drones in those cocoons. They don't really have a whole lot of larvae in here, which is something that they've done before, and it makes me a little bit concerned as to the condition of the queen and just exactly what's going on in there. But being patient, I'll just have to see what happens as the season transpires here. And this is colony number 3, or queen number 3 from 2020. I call this my chicken coop colony. The picture in the background is of a chicken coop, but since I've put them in here, they've pretty well shredded a bunch of the wood that's in here. I'll show you that in a minute. And they've got their feeding port there on the front, and I feed them on the sort of mushroom-shaped area there. They've got a little bit of chicken that they're working on there now. That's sort of what today's entree is. They've also got their sugar water at the front and drinking water around the side there. So you notice a few chicken bones in there and whatnot. Those are remnants from what I've left them when I've been away on vacation, and they sort of incorporated them into their nest, so I didn't bother taking them out. They've got them all tunneled out and use them as a kind of a runway to go in from the lower to the upper area there. And this is my display colony, the one I take with me to the school and any other meetings that I go to show my ants. They're nice and portable, and I keep them that size. This is the blackout cover on the back of the chicken coop colony, and we'll just have a look, see what's going on back here today. And there you can see, got a lot of cocoons right in there, a lot of ants in there. Some kind of difficult to see with the blackout cover on there. Let's just take a look here if we can peel this back a little bit. There you go. Good look at what's going on there. There's a lot of eggs and larvae down the bottom left. You can see there. We've also got a lot of different sized cocoons there. I'm not exactly sure what's in each one, but we'll soon find out, I suppose. And you can see how the chambers that I originally made with a router, they've widened a lot of those out and made them quite a bit bigger than what they were originally. And as impressive as that is, these girls have also managed to hollow out quite a bit of the bottom, as well as you can maybe see there. And they've got quite a few larvae and pupa and everything down in there. I'm pretty sure that's where the queen has got herself nicely hidden back in there. So that's the chicken coop colony. So in the winter of 24-25, I lost quite a few of my younger Camponotus colonies in their storage in the root cellar. I had them on the floor, and unfortunately the root cellar flooded that winter, early spring, and I lost quite a few of those colonies. This is a queen that I found last year, queen number 5. She was the only one of 5 queens that I found that actually raised nanitics, but she did a superb job and raised about 12 of them, which is quite a few more than any other queen I've had before. So she raised those workers in a test tube, and I connected it to this nest and outworld, and they moved in, and to be honest, I have not checked them since they've moved in, so you and I are going to see what's going on in here for the first time for me. We'll just have a look, see. Appears to be quite a bit of brood in there. Combination of cocoons and eggs and larvae. It looks like everybody's pretty happy in there, so I'm quite pleased with that. And nothing else going on. Let's see, there are some ants in that chamber as well. But everybody looks pretty happy. One of the things I really like about this queen and the workers is that they don't get overly excited when I look at them. This is the first time this season, but you can see they're pretty relaxed, and I think that's one of their main reasons for success. So we'll just close that up. And I was lucky enough this year to find 5 Camponotus queens. There you can see them in their test tubes. Everybody looks pretty calm. I know they have eggs already. They've been in there for a couple of weeks, so I'm pretty happy with how they're coming along as well. So that's my update for my Camponotus colonies. They're mostly doing quite nicely on a diet of meat products, chicken, cooked chicken, raw chicken, cooked chicken livers, egg yolk, raw ground pork, raw ground chicken. Oh, they love all that, as well as a few insects. So that's my update for today. Until next time, enjoy your time. Bye now.